The legal union of a couple as spouses. Oh, the essentials of a valid marriage are legally capable of contracting to marry, mutual consent or agreement, and actual contracting in the form prescribed by international United Nations law. Yes, marriage has important consequences in many areas of the law, such as the tort liability of any county thinking they can dissolve criminal law, evidence, debtor, creditor relations, property and contracts. Oh. Now, this civil contract known as marriage, yes, was officiated at the United Nations. And you violated the authority of every nation of the world when you issued the dissolution of marriage. Oh. Now, well, I want you to remove it and to give me my five sons. And then I'm going to sue, yes, each and every school district for allowing for my wife to sign any consent form for publicity of what has happened to my sons for the last 8 years. Now, just today, I went online and looked at the Squim Gazette. Poop. And it looks like Bishop in the fifth grade won some sort of prize. Yes. But he was 2 grades behind where he should have been. So that's neglect of my five sons. Now, for every sheriff that says, well, I don't care, I'm going to remind you of what state law says. You, sheriff, mhm, the sheriff that doesn't care, these laws that define your duty as a sheriff, yes, you can be sued for violating them. Now, criminal liability, well, we do have some actual criminal laws. Yes. And well, Bill, we are so far behind. Treason happened months ago, possibly years ago. Now we're looking at the international violations of law and exactly what jurisdiction of the world that I can sue you in. Poop. Because I had told you that I would sue you in every jurisdiction of the world. That means every member nation of the United Nations, yes, where they do know you can't dissolve the United Nations marriage. Now, it shall be the duty of all sheriffs to make complaint of all violations, yes, of the criminal law, which shall come to their knowledge within their respective jurisdiction. Yes. Now, for all the county sheriffs that said, "Well, I'm the jurisdiction of my individual county," and you do have the knowledge of Clallam County dissolving a United Nations marriage certificate, as if they were another nation. What criminal laws, state RCWs known as the 9As, what federal criminal laws is it, yes, to say that well, you are obligated to make complaint. Oh. Now, let's see. Official misconduct. Yes. That was a gross misdemeanor on November 15th of 2015. We went from that, yes, to perjury, forgery, kidnapping, fraud, conspiracy. Yes, we did. And now we're looking at the actual general duties, yes, of sheriffs in each and every county of the United States. False report, yes, was saying that I was in Brennan, Washington when I wasn't. Mm-mm. Now, the signature on the actual dissolution of marriage, yeah. hmm Whose is it? Is it Heidi Lee Budnick's or is it Heidi Lee Budner? And this misprisioning of all this felony? Yes. Forgery is the reproduction of another person's signature or work for fraudulent purposes. Exactly which of the signatures on every court document match the actual signature on the United Nations marriage certificate? It's international fraud in every nation of the world, yes, that does support as member nations of the United Nations, yes, any and all signatures that were used as a dissolution of marriage that were not the actual signature of them. It's expensive. It's really fucking expensive. The reproduction, yes, of Heidi Lee Budnick's signature, yes, or work for the fraudulent purposes, yes, of effecting a dissolution of marriage, yes, where the actual individual used a forgery, that wasn't the actual person that signed the United Nations marriage certificate. International fraud. Every nation of the world. Now, for all the ambassadors that said, well, I don't have to do anything, yes, for every consulate of any nation that says, well, we don't have to, well, I'm suing them. Oh, see, this says signature of parent. Yes, signature of the parent. Poop, poop. This is the parent signature form for the publicity form. And every time you put in publication anything involving my sons, yes, not only am I suing you as a media company, yes, I'm suing you for violating the internet. Now I will sue, yes, every newspaper. What?